Last Wednesday we saw West Midlands Police use CS spray on a relatively small student occupation at Warwick University. Battles were drawn, as were tasers. The response by students and staff was impressive, and within 24 hours there was a protest with over 1,000 people expressing their dismay at the previous night's events. But all of this is nothing new, and police presence on university campuses in the UK have massively increased over the last few years, and it's clear that students aren't taking this lying down. Last year we saw a series of cops off campus protests in campuses across the country, with several thousand showing up to a demonstration in London. You can watch my report on that protest on the Novara YouTube channel. But the big question for me is, why are cops on campus in the first place? I think the answer to that question is about the neoliberal university and how it requires cops on campus. Here's why. 1. You must become a compliant consumer, and if you dissent, you will be disciplined. The university experience these days isn't just about racking up colossal debt and making you think this is okay, or normal even. It's also about creating unquestioning consumers, and by any means necessary. I mean, even if you believe all this crap about students as consumers, what other industry would call the police in with tasers and CS spray if their customers collectively organised to criticise the service they were paying for? It's unhinged behaviour from an institution which is neither a public good nor a market commodity. Young people are going to university and literally paying to not only get certain qualifications, but to also undergo a certain disciplinary process. Number 2, the cops are out of control. We've now got to a point where anything which looks like critical free thinking is viewed by the state as extremist. If I say that university should be free at the point of consumption and paid through general taxation, that makes me in their eyes an extremist. Only this week we learned that the police were taking pictures of posters at Lancaster University in relation to anti-fracking protests. The public is literally paying these mugs to go around to take pictures of posters. And the funny thing is, they genuinely believe that they're the last line of defence against social breakdown. I'm saying to you, get a grip, you muppets, because let's not forget, that's exactly what the police are. They're liars, they're thugs, but most of all, they're muppets. Number 3, the old institutions have given up looking after the interests of young people. Now I hear you say, what about the NUS? That's the National Union of Students. If you're a student in this country, these people are literally paid to represent you. So where are the NUS in all of this? CS spray was used, tasers were drawn. What did they do so far? Absolutely sweet Fanny Adams. We need new institutions across society to move beyond austerity, neoliberalism, and the secular crisis and an increasingly police capitalist state. This is nowhere more the case than with young people. The NUS just aren't up to the job. Complete shambles, mate. So in short, these are my concluding thoughts. What we've seen in Warwick this week is really new. 5 years ago, this kind of stuff would have seemed unthinkable. It's increasingly becoming the norm, however. Given the police are determined to escalate force they use, you have to ask, what next? Rubber bullets? Water cannon? Comments below. Why are cops on campus and how do we get them off? See you next week. Bye.